So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to join our session. Today is our welcoming session for a special guest, a friend from Vietnam. Is the CEO and founder of the Synodus. So let's show out ourselves and then to start the conversation together. Hello, Con.
Yeah, hello, Aaron.
Yes, thank you so much for joining the IMCP. Okay, so maybe let me use a 30-second to talk about what's the IMCP, and then I pass the time to let you talk about yourself and also your company, and then maybe talking about the expectation during the IMCP, whatever. Okay, so actually, IMCP, International Association of the Microsoft Channel Partners, is a global association, one of the 4 officially sponsored organizations by Microsoft. What we did is that actually we connect to all those IT practitioners globally. So that's why I have a chance to share the technologies and also make use this platform to leverage the competence of each other to try to provide the best solution for the customer. So this is the original idea. But of course, from time to time, there's a lot of changes. Nowadays, everybody is talking about, okay, in my own territory, in my hometown, I really want to do a little bit more in other region as well. Let's say, for example, from Vietnam to Hong Kong to US or wherever. So that's also can leverage our so-called expertise, the resources, different kind of the advisor to make it more easy for everybody in the IT industry to work together. So this is something I want to let the audience know about what is IAMCP. But today, the most important thing, or maybe the most important part, is talking about our new partner, join the IAMCP Greater China region. So Synodus, actually, I do understand that you are a IT service provider. And something very interested me is talking about because maybe the market or maybe the target segment is a little bit different from the others. The other company maybe have different kind of project, a variety of the different market segment. But it seems that you are very focused, maybe in the aviation, maybe in the government, maybe in the financial sector or something like that. Probably, okay. Yeah. After you introduce about yourself and also the company, maybe we have the conversation to talk about this one to let other audience know a little bit more about you and your organization. So without further ado, maybe I pass the time to you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Aaron, for the great introduction. And my privilege to join IAMCP here, because maybe that is the first time, even that we are the partner for Microsoft for a long time, but that's the first time I know IAMCP. And I know that joining this, we can have a lot of partners that have a same position with us in the region. So let me start really quickly about the company because I know that that's the introduction session. So I want to make it short so that we have a better time to make a Q&A. So my name is Cong, the founder and CEO of the Synodus, the software company based in Hanoi, Vietnam. But we have an office in Ho Chi Minh, Singapore, and next year maybe in the US. And we can you go to the next slide? Next. Okay, so we are more than 5 years of experience. So we started the company during the COVID time, and at this time, the good and the bad because we have a lot of demand from the local market, especially from government. So we grow a few times from only 10 people to 250 people only in 3 years. We join a lot of big projects, including with helping government, hospital, and police, and a lot of project with public sector. And then we gradually moving into the different kind of sector like banking, finance, insurance, stock market, and logistics and education. So we are so much different from other purely outsourcing company because we are providing solutions and services, not just selling people. So that is why even at the first year of the company working with government, we are become the go partner with Microsoft to helping banking and government to do more data transformation for those sector. So let me clarify what is different from other, because other outsourcing company mostly they selling talent, selling developers, BA, tester, and based on the number of people committed in the project, that they will charge money for the customer. However, we are different because we mostly follow the fixed cost model. It means that based on the value we provided for the customer, we will charge money, and the customer no need pay us money if we cannot finish the project on time, on budget. So that basically that is the commitment from the company. So that's the commitment that bring us from 10 people to 250 people only 3 years. And right now we have around 10 big customer that bring us the revenue more than 1 million, even that in Vietnam, including banking and government. Even that we just started banking for 2 years, but we have around 6 biggest bank in Vietnam and region working with us, including Bank of China. Okay, just go ahead for the next slide. So we have 4 services that basically provide for the customer. For the public sector and the big enterprise, of course, they need a lot of DX, digital transformation services that with them. So the cycle of this kind of project normally take us 1 or 2 years, to from beginning until we finish the project with the customer, because mostly that $1 million project. And the next one is the data analytic with the demanding of using data into operation. We partner with Microsoft for providing a data platform, data warehouse, ETL services, Power BI, and apply machine learning to different kind of data. And the next one with the training of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, a lot of blockchain project that we're helping for financial institution, especially in the region, so that we can appraise blockchain into different kind of services for them. So in Vietnam, we're using blockchain for helping one of the biggest airline to do the loyalty, so that they can exchange the loyalty system to different customer, because they not only provide airline ticket but also real estate and banking. And the last one, of course, we do a lot of custom software development. So the customer meet us and provide just user requirement at the high level, and then we have them to build the requirement, build the solution, and present to them the proposal before we go to implementation. So next one. So as I said, we know that working as a solution services company, it means that we cannot focus everything. So just few of them that we are focusing, as I said, including public sector, banking, finance, logistics, education, and some with retail, energy, and manufacturing. But public sector, banking, and logistics, that is our biggest focus right now, even when we go to the region, including Hong Kong. And regarding the Microsoft technology, since IAMCP is a Microsoft partner, so public sector and banking, financial services, that 80% of the project that is coming with Microsoft technology. Bank telco, they mostly go with Java technology. So that is why we're really close with Microsoft, because as I said, public sector and banking, finance, they are adopted purely nearly 100% with Microsoft technology. And with our strength in connection with in Vietnam, we connect mostly biggest data warehouse in Vietnam at country level, including Vietnam Pass, like SingPass, and others, and hospital information system, and and own the KPI of Vietnam economy. So I hope that with the really brief introduction about our services and our history, that I can bring you a little bit who we are and what we share. And I think with the IT talent in Vietnam and with our focus, we hope we can partner with different kind of partner in IAMICP so that we can provide more services for the customer over the world. So I think that's Aaron. I want to just a little quick introduction about this, and then we can more on the Q&A.
Yes, thank you so much. Because it's a very short introduction, but in reality, you already talked about the most important part. Let's say, for example, your experience in maybe the government agency or some of the Fortune 500 customer or whatever. Because you guys truly understand what's the market or how to deliver the best solution. And one more important thing is that you mentioned about maybe the P&M or whatever kind of the so-called business model of other service partner, because each partner, they have the different strategy to manage business. What you did is that actually can make the customer feel less worried about the project. As you know, if the projects last for maybe 2 years, 3 years, if you're talking about no idea how much they need to spend and always need to change the budget or something, it's a really, really annoying. But you already have give them a very good confidence that, okay, first of all, you give me the high level idea. So that's why our consultant will work with you to try to draw what kind of a possible solution and then propose a solution. And then I do believe that you still go through the typical process of the so-called POC or everything to make them feel comfortable. And then during the development cycle, maybe use a different kind of the methodology to make sure that at different time interval, they already understand, okay, what should be the outcome, and then they can approve it and then move forward. So the best practice is already in place. So that's why this is something I really appreciate, because actually in Hong Kong, we do have so many projects, but we also face the same problem. Most of the partner, they cannot recruit the sufficient candidate to try to do the project. Actually, they are looking for different kind of outsourcing partner and or whatever. So maybe later on, I will try my best to introduce you to different kind of the local, I mean in Hong Kong, the service provider, to see whether you can work with them, use a much better way to work with them together. Because what you mentioned about you work with the customer directly, I assume, okay, the customer is over there, the government agents are already over there. So use that way should be okay. But if there's a middleman, okay, middleman means another partner. The partner will handle their own customer. I do believe that should be something need to maybe compromise or maybe adjust. So that's why everybody will be working on the same page as no too much so-called the wrong expectation, how to manage the so-called the end customer, all those things. I believe that it should be fine because you already have a very good experience. When you're talking about just stuff from a small company and then growth, because that's a very good maybe the feedback, maybe the so-called the endorsement from the customer. As you know that nowadays everybody talking about, oh, did you do something good? And the reference or whatever. I do believe that there's a lot of good references, so that's why you can move forward. According to your information you show, it seems that there's one missing piece. I'm not sure whether you intentionally hide that part. It's talking about the artificial intelligence. Are you still working on the artificial intelligence on top of wherever you just mentioned about the software development, the so-called the digital transformation? You're talking about the Microsoft technology. Are you also working actively, aggressively on the artificial intelligence? Can you tell us a little bit more?
Sure. Okay, so the business intelligence actually is inside the data analytics solution. So in Vietnam, for example, when we do data project, for example, we are working with biggest bank here in Vietnam right now. The profit last year is $2 billion profit. So that's the biggest one. So the way we do here is when we do data project with them, but after we do the working with them for a few months. So what we propose is we build data warehouse platform. We build data platform, and then we we build the ETL system so that we can collect about 20 sources of data, into data warehouse, and then after that, we start with BI solution. So the first step after we have all the data into data warehouse is that we are using our data analytics skill with Power BI so that we can present that different kind of KPI, different kind of dashboard to the customers so that help them to understanding more about how the bank is running from different kind of aspect, including risk, including sale, including cost and everything.
Okay, so understand about your strategy, because everybody is talking about the AI or whatever kind of the so-called the latest technology or the solution is talking about the data. Who own the data? Who can manipulate the data? Who can so-called share the data in a much more visible way? Who will be the winner, no matter in the business or maybe in the IT industry? So thank you so much about this one. Oh, I can say a question over there. I don't expect there is anybody else to raise a question during the recommendation section. Okay. Oh, okay. I know why. Ken, okay. Probably we already engaged with him. One question: how our Vietnam partner adopt the protection on project data security on legal side?
Okay.
And I believe you, because you work with the government agencies. I do believe that it should be very relevant to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Vietnam right now is kind of first step to follow China roadmap. So in Vietnam, government and all the big organization, first step is they want to try to collect as much data as possible. But the second step right now is how to do with data governance. Because you're right. After we collect all data into the data warehouse, how we can manage the authorization to use different kind of data. So we are proposing for different kind of framework and tools right now to help them to manage this thing. So I think in Vietnam is just on the way to follow international standard, but it's still beginning, because that's good and bad. Good is that in Vietnam we have a lot of data to use for AI and tools, but the bad thing is that it means the protection of privacy data. I mean, the private data is not really is high level here in Vietnam. It maybe take 5 years before they, at least at the Singapore level. Even Singapore, even Singapore, when they build SingPass, the digital wallet that store the identity right now is designed in the central way, but they are moving into kind of decentralized way, so that it's more controlled with people who really own data. So I think Vietnam it may at least take 5 years, but government right now try to mimic the way China government are doing. So to try to centralize data, and they can explore data as much as possible. And that's the only way that if with the permission to access to national data warehouse, you can see all the linking between different part of the economics. So that's the point. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. I try to what I try to say, because it's the same person repeatedly asked the relevant question. Maybe we try to entertain the 2 more questions from him. The other question is talking about the software development. Actually nowadays, no matter in Hong Kong or maybe in China or maybe in Singapore, the government, they are very concerned about, in the very beginning, how to make some so-called arrangements. So that's why during the initial software design or development stage, already protect maybe the data or whatever things. So this is some kind, maybe this framework is on the way to working on this one. When you try to how to deliver the project to the customer, before that, we don't mention before that. In the coming day, maybe there's a lot of the so-called policy, the constraint that you as a service provider, you need to tell me how to design your product. So if something goes wrong, how can you trace all those, maybe the programmer or the service provider, how to fix the problem maybe within 48 hours or 72 hours? It seems to me that more and more this kind of the policy the government will enforce to make sure that that's something they can protect the consumer, protect the citizen, or maybe even protect the business guy or something like that. Can you tell us a little bit about if the any kind of the measure you are already in place, or you are working on it to try to improve the so-called the way to deliver the software to meet the expectation of the different agency or something like that?
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's a good question, because I think the most important KPI for my company is the customer satisfaction.
Yeah.
So that's the most one, because I think some company impress quality. Of course, we impress quality, speed, and others. But overall, customer satisfaction is the most important thing, because it's mixing between the quality, speed, and the service that it provides for the customer. So for us, the customer satisfaction is the most important, and we allow employee to take any decision as needed or resource needed to support the customer. So, for example, too many outsourcing company, when the customer has problem, so they always asking change request, cost, budget before they do the things. But we are different. When the customer in case of urgency and they need the support, we always support first before we asking the budget, to make sure that it need to work well before we ask anything. So in my company, we love the decentralized way, so that we give power to employee to make customer as much satisfied as possible. So I think that gives us so much different from other, where they big but a lot of procedure, and we need to compete. It's not only with a small company, but we almost compete with big one that already have a lot of project with the customer in government sector or in banking. So as I said, the most important is customer satisfaction, and not only one, but including technical things, servicing, and especially when customer in case of urgency, because we believe that in this kind of industry, it's a B2B business. It means that it's a long time, and I told you before, working with government, it means that year-long guarantee. It's not only 1 year.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that that's a very important for the organization, or maybe the IT service provider, to understand what's the most important part is talking about the satisfaction of the customer. Other than that, which is important, but less important than the satisfaction, because something is working on it, somebody is working on it, and then something is delivered and it's actually solved the problem, or during the process, how can all those people work harmony to finish your project? Okay, so I understand that why there is a Ken Jung asked so many questions, because there's some new policy to talking about the cybersecurity, which is a big topic for all those government, no matter in Singapore, in China, or whatever country as well. So that's why he's really so-called eager to know. Actually, he really want to work with the Vietnamese IT service partner. But before that, maybe a couple of years ago, there's a bad experience. Let's forget about the bad experience. I do believe that nowadays, there's a lot of the changes, the mindset, the way to do the business, wherever. But he is have one concern is talking about, okay, if there is something goes wrong in Vietnam, maybe the project is under the NDA, but unfortunately, some of the service partner just make use of the so-called IP or whatever thing, cause the problem or whatever. How can the Hong Kong partner manage this one with the service partner, or is there any kind of the so-called the not the agreement, the best way to try to make sure that the Hong Kong partner, they have the confidence that, okay, I work with the Vietnamese company, so that's why there's no need to worry too much, because all you guys are aware what is important, how to work with the Hong Kong partner, and the Hong Kong partner can commit to the customer to make sure that the project can be delivered in time, in budget, or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. So let me. I understand the question that Ken Chung here is asking, because when we work with Ministry of Police or military, So we need to say really restricted
Yes.
NDA and contract. And of course,
Yeah.
the people that involved in the project also need to be really selected and with a lot of constraint as well, including
Yeah.
punishment. So I think that we need to be clear things. The level of privacy that the project need to be followed, and then we need to select people accordingly. So like you design security system, the more privacy that you want the project to follow, a little bit costly, more than normal project that we are doing. But as I said, I don't know other partner, but we are really confident on this thing because we join the most CQ CQ project here in Vietnam at the government side. So
Yes.
we know the game, and then we have ISO 27 and
27001.
1. So yeah,
Yeah.
and then we each year when we work with bank as well, they need to audit us on the security side to make sure that we are follow the standard. So I think, as I said, we are really confident on this part because all the project that we do so far with really data intensive. And with data
Yes.
intensive, we need to have a really clear, good people with good ethics because even with good process, if you have a bad people, it means that it's really hard to control.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Also we truly understand what Kendrick is asking because it's a have so many things he need to entertain. Maybe so many people ask him because he is also some kind of the association focused on the cybersecurity. So thank you, Ken
Yeah,
Chung, for your question. Okay, and I do believe that all those audience have much better understanding how to select a partner with the partner, especially because Synodus has a very good experience in do the government agents project. All those is a really demanding. So that's why you can have a much more confidence. So, okay, you joined the IMCP community. I do believe that because of the network, so that's why you can further expand to other region to run your business. I assume that this is one of the reasons why you joined it. But
yeah,
apart from this one, okay, apart from this one, maybe in the coming 3 years or 1 year, okay, what's the expectation to expand your business? Let's say, for example, because somebody say that I'm in Vietnam, so that's why it should be much better for me to do something nearby in the Asia Pacific. Or somebody said that no. The best market from your expectation is still talking about far away, maybe United States, Canada, or EMEA, something like that. What's your plan in the coming 1 year? So that's why maybe some of our member understand. Oh, I'm stationed in San Diego or something like that. I really want to talk to you because you are
yeah.
interested to do something. Okay, can you tell us a little bit about your plan, maybe in the coming 1 year? So that's why you can make the arrangement in a much better way.
Yeah. So, as I said, after 5 years, really focusing on the local market. I mean, 80% right now, our customer and revenue come from Vietnamese market. So we try to extend our market globally based on our
Yeah.
experience because I think the level of transformation in government and banking Vietnam is really good compared to the region. So in this year, we just opened the office in Singapore, but by in next 1 year, next year, we will open two offices, one in North America, mostly in Texas, and the second one is in Japan, so that
Yeah.
we can cover the market in Southeast Asia and in North America. That is our focus next year to work because it's really hard to set up the sales team right away. So the strategy is we work with most partner. I mean, service partner as we can because I think the service partner in the local market they have a customer already. They understand the
Yes.
requirement, and what they need is just a trusted service partner in a country like Vietnam, so that they can extend more service to the current client. And that's the way I think in our company synergy cooperation is I think is the best way to work. Even in Vietnam, we go to the government market because we serving and we cooperate with a lot of big partner,
Okay.
including the partner Microsoft introduced to us, so that we can join because it's a lot of restriction from beginning when we start working with government banking. So that's strategy. And 80%, I think that 80% my revenue will come with partner who have a
Yes.
plan already, and we will work
Yes.
together to exploit that.
Yes, actually, it's a win-win situation. They have the customer, they have the long-term history with the customer already. Okay, so that's why it's much more easier to work with you together to provide the services to finish the project. And another part is talking about, you mentioned about the Singapore and other country, US or wherever. I'm a little bit jealousy because you haven't mentioned Hong Kong. Okay, are you
Yeah,
interested? Are you interested to do a little bit more in Hong Kong? I understand that you will work with the Hong Kong partner. You are welcome. But is there anything you want to invest a little bit more, because the Hong Kong government is very friendly to the Vietnamese government? So that's why
yeah.
anything you will
Okay.
inject, so that let more people feel comfortable that, okay, I want to raise up your hand. I really want to work with the Synodus or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's true, because the reason I set up Singapore ever sale office, because from there they can go to Hong Kong, Malaysia, Thailand. So I think it's just a hub. But
Yeah.
Singapore office is more working with Asian market, including Hong Kong. So I think Hong Kong is, as I said, we have a lot of chances this year, beginning this year, to come to Hong Kong, because one of my colleagues, that's a Vietnamese ambassador in Hong Kong. He
Oh, I
just
see.
finished the term. He just finished the term, so he asking us to to come to Hong Kong, but since we are too busy, and since he just finished the term and come back to Vietnam to get the new job. So I think I really hope that with a partnership with you, IMICP, I think that we are extending more the market in Hong Kong. But too many friend company that already have a Hong Kong customer already.
Okay, thank you so much for taking care of the Hong Kong customer, the Hong Kong people. So let's be ready, okay, to entertain you when you come to Hong Kong. So that's why we can arrange more so-called gathering event or whatever. And one more thing is
Yeah.
talking about, this is something that actually the no matter the Hong Kong, maybe the people in China all also really eager to do something in Vietnam. Maybe later on we can have the offline discussion to see whether you can arrange some kind of the network for the for the business people,
Sure.
for the IT company to do something in Vietnam. Okay. So I do believe that today is already overrun a little bit. To let you introduce yourself, I do believe that all those audience, no matter they are the IMCP members or the IT practitioner, or maybe some of the customer, or maybe your customer, maybe the developer, or maybe other different individual, they are really inspired by you because they understand that, okay, be very focused to try to do something which is good for the customer, to try to set up the
Yeah.
very good team to working together to make sure that everybody will be the winner. It's the most important part. If we are talking about the technology only, or maybe we are only talking about the course only, it may not be easy to success. But especially nowadays, we are talking about a lot of the latest technology, a lot of the new way to do the business, a lot of the new approach to solve a problem. I do believe in the coming day you can share a little bit with us. And because you are talking about you have the maybe the teammate. I assume that there is a lot of the student maybe working for you as an intern or something like that. In reality, the Hong Kong student need to be inspired by a lot of successful people just like you. Maybe next time I will also invite you to deliver a talk to them to let them understand that, oh, what is happening. So that's why they need to be well prepared themselves, no matter it's talking about the future skill set or maybe talking about the mindset. How can they work on something? How can they learn from each other? So this is something additional to your welcoming section. Sorry, I hijacked a few minutes of your welcoming section. So I do believe that you are very busy. So that's why maybe today we just let somebody knows about you and also your company. So later on, we still have the different kind of the event, October 30th, have a chances to interact with other IT service partner, other people in Hong Kong. And later on, I'm not sure whether it works or it doesn't work. I will have some kind of the arrangement to have some kind of the IT professional working with me together, go to Vietnam to visit you guys to have another round of the discussion to see how can all those great people, okay, all those great people just like you work together to make some changes to the IT industry, to make some changes to the society, to make some changes to have some good implication to the young people, to let them be more ready to tackle the future problem. Okay. So today, thank you so much again, and hopefully next round, I will be have an interview with you side by side in Vietnam or in
Yeah.
Hong Kong. Okay, thank you so much. Maybe we say goodbye to the audience and then finish
Okay.
the interview today. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you, Aaron. See you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
all.
Anh ship full screen thì có quyền